In the cradle of Western civilization, amidst the azure waters of the Aegean, flourished a culinary tradition as rich and diverse as the lands themselves. At the break of dawn, as the first rays of the sun kissed the rugged cliffs and picturesque islands, ancient Greece began to stir. A melody of fragrant aromas wafted through the air, signaling the start of another day. A day filled with the promise of fresh produce, the joy of cooking, and the pleasure of shared meals. This was a place where food was revered, a testament to the bountiful nature that surrounded them. It was a time around 1400 BCE when food was more than just sustenance. It was a celebration of life, a part of their culture, a spiritual experience. Welcome to ancient Greece, circa 1400 BCE, where food wasn't just sustenance, it was an integral part of daily life, culture, and even spirituality. Every morning, the people of ancient Greece would gather in vibrant marketplaces like this one, bustling with activity. Lanterns flickered as dawn broke, casting a warm glow over the stalls. The air, heavy with the scent of fresh produce, was filled with the sounds of haggling and laughter. Olives glistened like emeralds in the morning sun. Ripe figs beckoned with their sweet aroma, and clusters of grapes, plump and juicy, promised a taste of nectar. Freshly caught fish, their scales shimmering, lay next to mounds of grains that would later transform into hearty loaves of bread. Herbs, their fragrant leaves crushed between fingers, whispered the secrets of ancient recipes. The marketplace was a symphony of colors, flavors, and aromas, each stall a verse in the culinary poem of ancient Greece. Every ingredient told a story, each one an essential note in the harmonious melody of their cuisine. Here, they would procure the freshest ingredients for their meals, sourced from the bountiful land and sea. Back in their humble kitchens, the ancient Greeks would work their culinary magic, blending flavors and techniques passed down through generations. A melody of clattering pots, the rhythmic kneading of bread dough, and the sizzle of ingredients meeting hot oil would fill the air, creating a symphony of sounds that was music to the ears of every food lover. Their kitchens were simple, yet efficient. A large earthenware pot known as a chouse would be central to their cooking, used for boiling ingredients, while a lakanis, a shallow dish, would serve as the perfect vessel for baking. Their larder, though modest, was a treasure trove of flavors: olives and olive oil, figs, grapes, honey, and an array of fresh herbs like mint, dill, and coriander. Then the scene would shift outdoors. Here in the open, under the vast azure sky, another stage of the culinary process would unfold. An open flame would crackle and dance, its warmth a welcome companion during the cooler months. This was the ancient version of today's barbecue, a place where skewers of meat would sizzle and spit over the fire. Vegetables would roast to perfection in clay pots, and flatbreads would bake on hot stones, their edges curling upwards as they crisped. The outdoor cooking area was more than just a place to prepare food. It was a gathering spot, a place where tales were shared and laughter echoed. As the food cooked, the air would fill with tantalizing aromas, making stomachs growl in anticipation. The process was slow, allowing ample time for conversation and camaraderie. There was a certain magic in watching food transform over an open flame, a sense of satisfaction that came from knowing that every morsel was infused with a touch of the wild. Cooking in ancient Greece wasn't just confined to the kitchen. Many meals were prepared outdoors, over an open flame, fostering a sense of community and camaraderie. The act of cooking was a celebration in itself, a tribute to the bountiful resources provided by Mother Nature, and a testament to the warmth of Greek hospitality. Finally, the time would come to gather around the table and partake in the fruits of their labor. The air would be filled with the tantalizing aroma of freshly prepared meals, a sensory symphony of warmth, spice, and savory goodness. In ancient Greece, the act of dining was more than just consuming food. It was a shared experience, a celebration of life, a moment to pause and appreciate the simple pleasures. The table was a stage, and every meal was a performance, each course an act in a play of flavors, textures, and aromas. The chatter would rise and fall like the tide, stories told and retold, jokes shared, laughter echoing under the open sky. The clinking of cups, the subtle symphony of cutlery against pottery, the crackling of the fire, all would merge into a harmonious backdrop to the melodrama of life unfolding around the table. Food was the universal language, a dialect of love and care, a testament to the effort and time invested in each dish. Each bite was a journey through time, a taste of the abundant nature that surrounded them, a tribute to the hands that had worked the land and sea to bring this feast to the table. Sitting around the table, they would share more than just the food. They would share their lives, their dreams, their fears, their hopes. The table was their confessional, their sanctuary, their stage, their world. And as the sky would darken and the stars would begin their nightly dance, the table would glow with the warmth of shared food, shared stories, shared lives. The laughter would fade into soft murmurs, the stories into whispered secrets, the feast into pleasant memories. In this communal dining experience, the ancient Greeks found a sense of belonging, a sense of community. They found joy in the simplicity of sharing a meal, comfort in the familiarity of shared stories, and strength in the bonds forged over shared experiences. For the ancient Greeks, dining was a social affair, a time to share stories, laughter, and of course, delicious food. As the sun sets on another day in ancient Greece, we are reminded of the timeless allure of Greek cuisine. The legacy of this gastronomic culture is far-reaching, deeply woven into the tapestry of culinary traditions across the globe. Many staples of modern Mediterranean cuisine, such as olive oil, fresh fish, ripe fruits, and aromatic herbs, trace their roots back to these ancient kitchens. This cuisine, simple yet flavorful, was an embodiment of the Greek ethos of moderation. The art of sharing a meal, the joy of communal dining, was a cornerstone of social life in ancient Greece. This tradition of fellowship around the dining table is a practice that continues to resonate with us even today. From the simplicity of fresh ingredients to the warmth of communal dining, the culinary traditions of this ancient land continue to inspire and delight us to this day. Orexi, bon appétit!